Tampa cop loses his job after dragging a woman through jail. Let's take a look at this because it's really despicable, okay? And remember, they know cameras are in the courtroom here.
When I got the right to get out the car, when I had a right to get in the car.
Miss Marshall, get out the car, come on.
We'll get some
Miss Marshall, I'm gonna drag you out of this car.
I already know.
I don't want to drag you out, but I need you to come get out the car.
I want you to do what you did off the porch of the doctor's office.
Come on.
Drag me.
Come on.
I want you to drag me.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do. That's what you did at the porch. That's what you want to do, and I want you to get that feeling. Guess why? Because I was raised a tomboy in Central Park projects. So guess what? I'm used to being rough.
Yeah, I meant to say body cam footage there. It really is horrific. It's horrific to watch that. As the officer even pauses, is talking to someone, holding this woman by her hair. And for those people, Jeff, I'll come to you first, then fill in more details, who say, well, she asked him to drag her. Suspects, people in custody say a lot of things.
Well, yeah, he didn't have to oblige. I mean, how many people across the country have gone, hands up, don't shoot? And well, you know the rest. But look, I've been in the back of a police cruiser handcuffed. Don't ask questions, just one time, roll with it. And I'm just wondering why he couldn't leave her back there before he got some assistance in order to help with this situation. But I'm sure you'll have more information coming up right now.
Well, Gregory Damon, who's been with the department as a patrol officer, Jeff, since August 2016. Can we get all the rest of can we get years of body cam footage from this officer? I suspect there's more, okay? Fired though, there's this, fired on Tuesday for this November incident at the Orient Road Jail. Damon was initially only placed on administrative leave. You know how that goes. The department conducted an internal investigation. And this time they really apparently conducted an internal investigation and determined he violated multiple policies related to searching, transporting, and booking prisoners, courtesy to the public, reporting response to resistance, treatment of persons in custody, and more. So this was a real one, okay? This is a real one that the public has apparently complained about for a long time, but wanted to be judge, jury, executioner, perhaps on the spot. Interim Tampa Police Chief Lee Burkall said, quote, professionalism is not only expected, it is demanded in every encounter our officers have with the public, regardless of the arrestee being uncooperative or unpleasant in return. That's all we've been asking. Isn't that all we're asking for? Okay, you're supposed to protect and serve. And that includes people who you're transporting, people who you're arresting. More background. Damon was one of the officers called to the Tampa Family Health Center November 17th about someone sleeping outside the property, refusing to leave. TPD said this, the woman was previously warned for trespassing on the same property a month prior to the incident. So she was arrested and taken to jail by Damon. When they arrived at the jail, the woman refused to get out of the patrol car. You saw that, you heard that. Didn't want to walk into central booking, according to the police department. On the body cam video released by the police department, again, you heard her yelling at the officer, I want you to drag me. Well, the video then shows Damon, of course, taking her by the arm, dragging her from the vehicle and the entrance to the jail where he buzzed the door. That's what he was doing there, prompting other deputies to come to help lift the woman from the ground. Throughout the incident, the woman used vulgar and obscene language, according to the department. But again, you heard what the chief said, right? There's lots of people who are uncooperative. They're not happy about their predicament. They're picked up. So what does that matter? Doesn't give them the right. TPD said in their press release on the incident, quote, rather than remaining professional, Damon himself made rude and derogatory comments to the arrestee. Tampa police also said the woman was uninjured during the incident. Officials with TPD explained they revised the policy on handling uncooperative prisoners after a similar incident in 2013 with an uncooperative person in custody. They said the new policy added specific language against dragging and said it was never an appropriate practice. According to the department, the correct procedure would have been to request assistance, just like you said, Jeff, from the booking staff. Lift the person from the vehicle, secure them in a restraining chair to be rolled into intake. The department was made aware of the incident by supervisors at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, which operates the county detention facilities. Damon was relieved of his duties once TPD opened up an investigation into the incident on November 18th. After reviewing the video from the incident and interviewing Damon, they made the decision to fire the officer. That according to the officials. So I guess, Jeff, the question is what we saw was reprehensible, but surely there was so much more here and they knew. Anytime the police say, you're out of here, don't you think that that means there was more to it with this officer? And they said, next chance we got, he's a real liability.
Yeah, usually in this situation, there's like more to it, as in an investigation, and he was asked to be on like, I don't know, paperwork or office duty for a while, or maybe they were, set aside while they're still getting paid or something like that. For them to come back with this investigation and say you're done is very surprising. And I think it's the right move, sure. But yeah, I'm very much caught off guard by the fact that they were so punitive. Like they got rid of this guy pretty quick. It makes me wonder if there was something else that we don't know about. But look, another thing that I thought of when I saw this story was, how do we reform this? Like people who advocate for like more training for police officers, I'm sure he knew what to do. The video shows Damon taking her by the arm and dragged her from the vehicle to the entrance of the jail, where he buzzed the door, prompting deputies to come help lift the woman from the ground. Why couldn't he do that and like leave her in the car? That's what I was alluding to earlier, by the way. Couldn't he have left her in the car, buzzed the other deputies, they come up and then take her? Like, yeah. Where's the reform and training in that? I'm sure he knew what to do in that situation, but chose to drag her instead.
Yeah, would it be more stressful? Physically stressful too, to have this encounter if you're so inclined to behave in this filthy manner? Yeah, and when you say, how do we reform this? I couldn't agree with you more. Because at the end of the day, you can have a policy, but you can't have a policy to make people care about other people. Did not view this woman who, I don't know her full predicament, okay? I don't know her full circumstance, but we got the report, trespassing, sleeping outside, refusing to leave. That would allude to more going on here. She has some challenges. Why is that personal to you as an officer, right? And I do want to say and get you to comment on one other thing, because it seems like these firings, and we're so shocked, and yeah, it was quick and this and that, and it was. As long as they keep it that way, they're so rare, this kind of swift internal justice by police, we don't get to the next part, which is, shouldn't this person be charged with assault? When is it assault? Jeff, don't go dragging somebody by their hair. I assure you, you will get much different. You won't just be fired, okay? Clinkety clink. And I don't know why you were in the back of that police car. And maybe you want to tell us, elaborate. I'm sure it was a long time ago. You have kids now. It could be a teaching moment.
Yeah. They can hear me, by the way. Yeah, no, I was driving a car. The police pulled me over. They said I have faulty tags. Apparently, my older sister's tags were on my car, and it was the wrong car. So there's that. Now they said, well, whose tags are they? And I said my sister's name. She goes by Nikki. I said Nikki. They were like, no, it belongs to Arnitra. I'm like, that's Nikki. They assumed I lied, and so I spent a night in jail. And look, let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you. My kids were watching a Mr. Beast video just yesterday, and they were like running around jail for like 50 hours. And I said, kids, it's nothing like that. It is. That place is gross and it's ugly, and so.
Did you get a meal in there?
No, I was out by the morning. So I spent, I don't know, 7-8 hours in there, and I never went back. And I never plan on going back.
Okay, so like an episode of Scared Straight. Okay. I mean, it worked. I don't think you would have much trouble anyway, but I just think that it's time for us to move beyond expecting, firings here. And can somebody else face jail in a uniform? We're not allowed to put any police behind bars apparently, or not enough? That's my rhetorical question.